Oh, didn't see you there.
Oh my god.
Hi. Hello, Mr. Authority. Nice to meet you again.
Authority Senior.
True. You can put the fucking tripod on the ground now if I'm sitting down. Hi.
Okay.
Yes.
Play
Put
my time.
my face though, I'm beautiful.
It won't fit.
I've heard that before.
I'm cutting that out.
No, you're not. Okay, no, raise it. See my face, bro. There you go. Hi. That's me. I'm self-centered. So yeah, you own the channel. Please introduce your own video.
My name's the Altergeist Authority.
Is that it?
Yes.
Hell yeah, awesome. Basically, I'm just a lonely prank kid player. Drivetron fucking sucks this format. I went from Drivetron to prank kid, and I believe what was my score again? I think over the course of this 3-week period.
18-0.
Yeah, 18-0. We get there. It was pretty nice.
To be fair, I'm like 15-3.
True. There you go. That's all you need. That's 19-0 though. So 18. Prank kids is super good. This format is super nice, and I think we might as well just get in the profile. So we start with 4 Stoneforge Mystic.
Jesus Christ.
And then we shit, that's the wrong book. All right.
I don't even know what that is.
We start with a pretty good card. I think everyone can pretty much agree with this. It's not like super challenging. So these are the good prank kids. This card's funny because of time. It literally, as soon as you activate this card, it pressures your opponent so fucking much into playing fast. Literally, the reason I play this deck is because fuckers don't scam you out of going in time, and they just feel so nervous because they don't know what to do if they can't scam you. Yeah. It's really funny. This card is literally broken. Ban this fucking card. It's literally a +2 if it resolves, and also says your doodle doesn't need to resolve, then you take a combo. It's really dumb. It's so fucking stupid. But those are the prank kids. It's super cool. We run 3 Roxys on like packs because it's a good card. This card actually fucking sucks. If you draw it and don't have another kid, like you just you have to banish like a hand trap or like an extender to get going, and it's whatever. But you only need Parallaxy anyway. Who cares? And then this card's funny because I gamed 3 people with it. So the inboard I do, by the time you get like turn 3, turn 5, you have resolved this shit already twice. So there's 7k left. If you swing with like Butler and like 2 other guys, it usually does like 67 in total, so they have 300. Then you main phase 2. Yeah. It's really funny. And also, if that doesn't work and you do this and they only have 300 after that, you just wait for their main phase and go panda. And it's really funny. Like the fact that you just do like 2k and burn damage it comes up a lot in terms of the attack that you have. You have like 3k, you have 22. That's all that really matters. This card's fucking broken. This card can chain block under order, by the way. It's really funny. And also is a great starter. People don't ash this card because it's correct, right? They were literally 4 hands today. If they ash this card, I can't play. It's really funny because I also opened Parallaxy with this card so that I couldn't ash the normal summon. It was really good.
So essentially, yeah, that's what happens a lot is like if you don't ash that, you get screwed. But there's no way to know. Also,
I bet I'll finish it up. The actual best card in the deck. Holy shit, Parallaxy. I run a couple extract monsters that makes this even better, but it literally just reads make all your prank kids spell speed 4.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And also making the rank 4 on top of it's just bonus.
Brother's all right,
Yeah.
Brother's okay. It's that card low-key should also be banned. I ain't kidding. This card's really good to chain to Crackdown.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I run 2 poly 3 of this because 3 poly is great because if you're going first, it's crazy because you can end on the god board of like Dweller, Toad, whatever. But like this card is so much better going second to where like they're gonna stop you by stopping your normal summon. You just fucking do it. It locks you into pranks, sure, which of course I always remember, never forget. And then even though I did it like 2 times against this guy, but we call him out both times. We're good because we're good players.
Yeah,
it's super nice.
I'm like, hey, you can't do that, right?
I'm like, correct.
My bad.
My me, bro. No, I was phased today, but this shit's just crazy. And like the fact that if you open one, it doesn't even matter because you search the second one. Now if they cosmic you, it doesn't matter. As well as you can just do Weather Washer and Battle Butler. Who cares? And then trigger your Roxys you didn't trigger already. It's kind of crazy. Actual best card in the deck. This card is crazy. It just summons a double monster board.
That card like legit might need to get banned.
Like, it's pretty dumb.
Yeah, it's really good.
As well, I mean, when you don't play Millenniumize because it's a bad target, the deck's kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, in that deck it's like fucking stupid, and then it's even more insane in Drytron. So
literally, this card I never opened this card today, but it's still good because like I literally set this card more because I stole it from my opponent than activated my own. It was really funny. The one time I did activate it, he had like 2 copies of Valor, so it didn't matter. But it was cool. This card's nice. It just lets you play through Ash, because that's all the extenders are. This card is actually broken. It lets you play through Nib. If they nib you, just bring back the fucking Link 2, or the Rocket if they nib you before you activate Rocket. It's really funny. As well as you can just like reborn a Dropsies before you do Panda to also make Toad. That's a cool little tech that you can do. And again, it's just more extenders to play through Ash and like fucking Nib. It's crazy. This deck's all extenders. This card fucking sucks though. This card's awful. The only time I activated this card, I discarded Fansies. Like, it's
technically neg, but you need bodies.
Horribly bad. I always side this out games 2 and 3 because if they stop this, it's a neg 2.
Yeah.
But super rare, by the way. And I think that's from the tin as well. This card's weird because you open it, it's like a pseudo extender to make if they strike your Link 1. Roast is doing the fucking ruling where if you negate a summon, it counts as still being summoned, so you can't make another Link 1. So when I use this, discard 1, made a token, made the Link 2. It's pretty nice as an extender like that. Only came up once, but that's how you grind. That's how you go infinite. You just recycle your fusion, your Bow Wow, or your Link 2. And then like also a name into the deck. Any name that you have 2 of in the grave, you just recycle it. It's nice. And then from there, after the grind, you do like Bow Wow, and then just 2 names for that. And then hand traps are good this format, I think. I heard they're like all right. You know, I don't think you can tell by how many I play. But the thing I will say that is kind of annoying about this deck is a lot of people play like even more hand traps, right? They play like 13, 15, and like no extenders, and it's just like, oh, they won't stop the normal summon, who cares? But they do, they lose. Yeah. So it's just like, you know, you need the extenders, and like I run one of, and I'll talk about this in a second, but like 12 is enough, right? Like 12 hand traps is more than enough. Ratio-wise 13 is like correct if you want to open 2, but like you don't care. You're always going to open 1. And
that's all 12 engaged.
Do you actually?
Yeah, I think so.
Hell
or 13.
Well, imperm doesn't count. But we get
Then I run 10.
My man's eyes just recoiled.
Then I run 10. Without imperm, I run 10.
I run 1 droplet, so let me explain. There's a little bit card called Pranks in this deck, where you draw during the end phase. And if you draw Imperm, you can't fucking use it. So I was testing this deck with Imperm. It's all right.
You also can't use Droplet.
Imperm's crazy. I know, but that's why you only one of it, because it decreases your chance to 4, because you only have 28 cards left in the deck when you do that.
Yeah, but you still need like the type of like that's like a Dragoon.
Well, hear me out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hear me out. Would you rather draw a Droplet or an Imperm? And then you can't use till next turn, right?
Yeah.
Like Droplets is crazy as well. Like this format is just nuts. Also, Valor fucking sucks. I forgot to mention this. Valor's fucking awful. I cited this card out like every game. Same with Bell, because I only played like 1 Tri Brigade. But that was about it. And Valor, I mean, Valor's like obviously good. It's good against good decks, I think, but it's bad against bad. It's really bad against bad decks.
Yeah. Extra deck?
Extra deck is, again, really challenging to the form. I think I'm really innovating today. When we go, 3 of just the best cards. This card is nuts because if they negate the summon, you can still use the grave effect. And then you need 3 of these. You need 3 of these. Like in the grind, it's nuts being able to add the Panda you shuffle back, or like just fucking search a place to get another name out of the deck. It's really nice. As well as it can just add itself back. It's really dumb.
Awesome.
You summon it, add itself back, and another name. Or the fusion spell. Like it's crazy in the grind. You definitely need 3. I'm surprised this card isn't more expensive, to be honest. This card's only like $20. It should be like 40. It's literally better than Mu Beta. I ain't gonna kid you. This card is good, but you only need 1 of it because you can recycle it off of Pranks. I got this card called by 3 times today, which is kind of annoying, but it happens. We get there. And basically, for those who know the sequencing, you go Chainlink 1 Panda, Chainlink 2 Bow Wow to add the things to your hand, then resolve the Panda. Because they'll think, oh, they don't have it in hand. Who cares? They're just gonna make Weather Washer. But from there, it doesn't matter. You just make the Butler. And if they negate it, you just make Weather Washer. Like, card's broken. Like, all the fusions are fucking busted in this deck. This card, so many people have been cutting, but it's so good for locals. You just make this card against set 4. If they don't have strike, they cry, because it tributes itself. It's crazy. Basically, as well as, actually, I made this against fucking Plunder today when they had no traps, because I had to beat over the fucker with like 27 defense, because the field spell doesn't reduce the defense, just the attack. So, like, worst case, this is only 4 for 3k that summons on the Prank Kit. Like, it's just good. Like, this is a good card. This card's alright, I think this card's alright. Basically, it only came up once, and it only comes up to kill people, because I don't think you need it to, like, clear boards. Because if you do against back row, you just make that thing. If you go against monsters, then, like, you make this card. But, like, you only do it to kill, because at this point, and I don't run Unicorn, actually, because at the point there it gets to it, you're going to resolve Lampsies 3 times anyway, so it's going to do 15. So you only need 43 and, like, 2 other Prank Kits for lethal. So, like, who cares? So, or even just 1 at some points, because, like, 15 plus 43 is, like, more than enough. So that's all you really need. And it's only really there just to kill for awkward board states. Or like when they know you have combo next turn, so you have to kill them that turn. It only came up once, but it's nice. The best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! As I said, I would inject my Pinoid member in this card. It is really crazy. You can just link anything off. It's crazy. And especially with Parallax Seed, makes it really, really dumb.
Can you link unaffected monsters with this?
Yes.
Can you really?
Yeah, because it doesn't target. It's like Kaijuing an unaffected monster. It's real dumb. And as well as the negate comes like a shit ton. Like again versus Scarlet versus Wow.
Yeah, it's really good.
Revolt, Scarlet, fucking Wow.
Yeah, it's really strong.
Like it's so dumb. Also Rocket Red, which I won me game. But and the negate, the on-field negate is permanent as well. I did that against someone's Wonder Driver, and they're like, "I'll chain it." I'm like, "No." Yeah, card is insane. Again, it also makes Parallax Seed just crazy because one card and one name, one Parallax Seed is an instant discard, and so you just make the doodle and special it and be like, "Okay, cool, link 5 with your Dragoon," and then then just fuse with the guy in field. It's really crazy. You fuse into this card. This card is really fucking dumb. It's a double Monster Reborn that also can be chain blocked. It is really crazy. And also there's a fire that can come up sometimes for Purgatrio. It's really funny. Weather Watching, you only need one. I've seen a couple people playing two, but like this card's broken enough as it is. You only need one of it. Protects everything by battle. And then just also lets you Monster Reborn 2 as a quick effect. It's, that's fine and balanced.
This is pretty good.
It's good. Also triggers 2 of them. Jesus Christ. Battle Butler, this card is a double Regeki. It is a double board wipe because against people that don't run back row. Or versus Salad, but like Salad, you don't make this card.
Would you ever need 2 Battle Butler?
Nah, I don't play Thunder Dragon Fusion. But you can make Verte if you want, but like, don't do that. It's bad. Colossus is banned. If Colossus is unbanned, oh my god, fucking Pansies is a Thunder Brother. That shit's stupid. But this card's really great. There's like a shit ton of decks that can't play through it. Like I think Drytron's literally the only deck that can play through double Regeki.
Yeah.
And even then, like you don't even make it. You just make Weather and just like win next turn. So like it's stupid. I guess you can make Butler to like wipe the board when they activate the ritual spell. But like they can play around it by having something in hand.
Yeah.
But even then, that's all right. And then these cards aren't spiced because Spike played them. But like, goddamn, they're so good.
So
like,
good.
This card's fucking stupid.
Toad's so good.
Toad is. I literally stole 3 called bys. I know I said I got Bad Boy called by 3 times. 2 of those 3 times, I fucking stole it with Toad, and called by them on their turn. It's so dumb. You can actually make this card without doing poly. So you can't do this card turn 1 at all unless you open a name in poly. But if you do. If you make like Battle Butler or even Wonder Washer, if you don't send a Dropsies, you just special 2 Dropsies off the 2, and then just do Toad next turn because they're not going to clear your board because they're going to swing over the Fusions because Fusions look scary. And then this Dweller's pretty nice. I've heard it does like it does a couple things.
It's an FTK for like half the decks right now.
I would say like 80% of the decks right now. Like I think the only deck that doesn't care is like Tri Brigade, and like even then they have to open to open like Karos Fractal for it to be like any good.
Yeah, because they won't be able to dump their grave like
exactly, or search off their grave as well.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But that's about it. That's the extra. The side is a bit weird. I'm still testing it a little bit. Mainly because I don't fucking like this card. Gamma's weird. Literally the only time. First stage Ultras, by the way. But the only time I ever...
How many times is this in your hand?
Literally every time I sided it in. It's so dumb.
Busted.
To where it's like, I literally sided in a brick. So it's like, fuck. But even then, I only sided in like twice. So
Gamma's kind of hit and miss.
Gamma's weird. It comes to, again, I think it's a lot like Valor, where it's like it's really good against good decks, but it's bad against bad decks.
Yeah.
To where it's like, if you Gamma a Drytron player, they have to open another fucking name in their hand or they lose.
Yeah.
If you Gamma a Tri-Rated player, you better hope they have that fucking Fractal. But like from there, it's just good. It's good in those matchups. I put it in like once against Plunder because I plundered Whitebeard and it was funny. But that was about it. This card's fucking broken. This card in this deck is like more dumb than it is in Ignister. I'm not kidding. Because of the way you can layer your chain links to where you can go like chain link 1 Panda, chain link 2 Nib. And then you'll end with a Battle Butler after the Nib. So they're playing through 3 Regekis now.
Oh,
Sounds
God.
good.
Yeah.
And then you can also do something stupid with Bow Wow, where it's like you do chain link 3 Bow Wow, and then you get to add back after the Nib. So it's like, it's stupid. But like Nib is just crazy. Again, it only comes up versus Salad, versus Drytron, versus the Mirror, by the way. This deck fucking kills, this card fucking kills Prank Kids that have Monster Reborn. I've heard this card's alright. I got this card Judgmented, so I wouldn't know. But after bouncing it, by the way. But yeah, that card's broken as hell. The other 2 droplets, I put this in pretty much every other game. Every time I knew I was going second. It's crazy. I put it in sometimes when I'm going first when Droll doesn't do anything. But like,
Did you ever drop on a Dragoon today?
I did. I dropletted the Dragoon and then linked it off because I didn't want to swing over it.
Yeah.
But it was really good. I dropletted like Dweller. I dropletted Dweller so much with this card.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
Like, it's pretty nice. Dweller's an okay card against this deck. And I do want to speak a bit because I didn't do it already. Droll, this is the only other deck that you can play it in because it's the only deck. It's the only other deck right now that cares about free turns. Free turn with Prank Kids, if you have Parallax in the name, is a fucking FTK.
Yep.
And like Droll as well, actually Droll again in this deck is a bit different versus Drytron, where it's like Drytron, if you do full combo, you just win. But like with this, if you have Droll on top of the Regekis, like that alone should be enough. Like you can save Ash like turn 5, turn 6, or like the Bell. Card becomes really dumb. And so like, because Droll is all you really need sometimes to just do it, and then you just win that next turn. So it's super nice. And then back removal is pretty good this format, I've heard. Notice it's 3 twin 2 cosmic because I'm not a pussy. And then we it's super first twin, by the way. If you're on ultimates, you are some kind of special rich. But besides that, these cards are pretty good. I literally banished Twin twice today off Roxy's because I needed something. But besides that, hey, there you go. But besides that, Cosmic's kind of nice. I got OTK because I activated Cosmic. That was pretty funny.
I Cosmic earlier with 1,500 life points and still won.
That was fucking go. But then, besides that, yeah, these cards are great because Twin can just discard shit you can add back anyway. Like, Twin, discard Pandemonium, add back Panda's stupid. Yeah. And then, like, Cosmic's always Cosmic. Like, it's
similar to Drytron, yeah.
Exactly. Because, like, it's weird because this deck is weirdly plus in that situation where, like, they don't technically benefit off being Grave, but you'll add it back anyway. Or you can just search another copy of it. Yeah. So it's just like, yes. Thank you for the win. But yeah, that's the deck. It's super fun. Literally 18-0 with it. This deck's kind of ignorant. I'm not gonna lie. The hands you give this deck are like Parallaxy to name and like 3 cards that don't matter. But like those 3 cards are usually just like stupid.
Is there anything you change?
If you want to, if you think your locals is gonna have like Contact C, if you really want, if you're like super scared of it, you could cut a Meow. You only need 2 because
IP.
Yeah, for IP. You basically just make IP, because if they Contact C, you make IP. If you have Parallax C, that's full combo anyway. And then from there, like, you'd only need 2 Meow, like, realistically. I'm only doing it because I don't think anyone's playing Contact C. But, like, 2 Meow, you're only going to banish 1, because, like, if you banish 2 Meow, holy shit, you're already winning. But then, like, from there, you just recycle the other one off of Pranks. And that's all you really need. Matchups, though, I got to talk about those, because that's all that matters on this channel, because this is pure, unadulterated gameplay. First round. I wish I remember this because the second take we're doing this video, but the first round was against Plunder. That was free. Game 2 was against Operation Go Second. Shout out to Robbie Cole. Numeron, Go Second OTK with like Lava Golem, whatever. I opened Droplet, no name. I set Droplet, he couldn't kill me. I go normal summon Dropsies. He goes, all right, I'm literally leaving the venue. Game 3, that's actually true though. Game 3 was against, something like background. Oh no, it was against Tribrigade. Oh no, it was against. It was something at table 1 because that's where I live. I think it was like Tri-Brigade or whatever. It was okay. Oh wait, no, it was actually against you. You were game 3.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was you. It was about as free as Tri-Brigade. But
okay, realistically, what was your hardest matchup?
It was you. I know.
So your hardest matchup was what deck?
It was Altergeist, in which you can find a profile of.
This channel
right here.
I'll put it in, not gonna edit it in.
And also my channel, please look it up, serve when you can. It's really nice. That video has like 200 views. We can
bragging about 200 views.
Imagine that's more views than my Drytron video has.
It's true.
We get to round 4, which is against Amazement, like Dragoons, activate Di-Fi Pass. That's how I lost game 1. Game 2, I caught him stacking. No, I'm kidding. Game 2, I just like opened well. I did that thing I did with Parallax Seed where I just linked away Dragoon because he was like, oh wait, you run the link 5? I said, yeah. And then game 5 was against Blackwing, actually, which I was 4-0 at the point. So it was literally a 4-0 Franken player versus a 3-0-1 Blackwing player, which was fucking crazy, I will say. But at the same time, I did 2-0 them. So, like, it's whatever. But, like, that deck's weird because it's like, they just open some Moon War one sometimes. Like, oh, yes, I'm getting counterstacked. But it's all good. Deck's like really stupid. Like the deck is like just so consistent. It can play through like whatever, and then like the recursions again is weird because it's like you'll always have a name in hand, and they also have to clear your board, or you can just
usually like 4 names.
Yeah, they also have to clear your board. If they don't, and then you're doing full combo without normaling. Yeah. So it's just like I win now. Also throw a Toad because they basically can't destroy a card effect. They can only destroy like 2 of them by battle. So they can choose to like get rid of your Toad, make you normal summon, or get rid of like your fusion, which comes back next turn. So like it's so crazy the stuff you can do with this deck. And yeah, that's about it. Remember, when your opponent activates Crackdown, Chain Panda,
Oh my God.
That's all you have to know.
I'm cutting correct out. All right, see you guys.
Hey.